Am I the asshole for saying that my girlfriend's music isn't that special? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and assume you probably are, because you're getting on a platform and trashing your girlfriend's music. Well, maybe not trashing the music, but you're kind of trashing your girlfriend's passion, and you're doing so publicly. Off top. It's asshole behavior. Please let me preface this by saying that I love my girlfriend and I love the fact that she is very passionate about her music. Again, man, you off to a bad start, because if you have to preface it by saying, I love my girlfriend, that means following that statement, it's going to be some not so happy stuff you about to say, because most people that love their girlfriend doesn't have to say, hey, I love my girlfriend, because their actions and what they say show. But I continue. I think it's cute. Woo, bad language, bruh. I think it's cute that she still plays in the band she formed in high school. They aren't bad, and neither are the songs she writes, but that's not enough to live off of. So that's not a bad statement. It's fair, because you do need to live off of more than just your music. Even when you get into it, you'll find out that there's more that goes into it. You might have to write for somebody else. You might get into a writing camp and you write for a myriad of artists, and you might get sponsorship deals. You might get appearance fees. You might start a brand, or you might be the spokesman for a brand. Music alone isn't going to get you where you need to be. But I feel like he said this to her in this story, but let's keep going. They play in pubs or the occasional town festival, but all of them need to work a real job to pay bills. I'm not trying to devalue that. Whew. So you sound like a parent right now. This is how my parents talk. That's how they spoke to me when I told them I want to do music as a career. I'm currently at uni on scholarship, but I still need to work a part-time job to afford rent. My girlfriend is a very kind and warm person, but she can also be a bit naive about how the world works. You know what this sounds like to me? This sounds like you haven't found your passion in life. So you're kind of shitting on the person who is living in their passion. That's how this is sounding right now. Because like this, you're naive how the world works. Yeah, of course, we're artists. We're delusional, my guy. We paint pictures of how we think the world should be. That's delusion. And then we get on stage and we expect people to listen to us. That's twisted in the mind. You're living in reality. Kudos to you. But my guy, as artists, we're delusional. So here's the story. We met up with a few friends tonight, and at some point, the topic of our plans for the future came up. My girlfriend said something along the lines of, maybe we're lucky and our music gets discovered so we won't have to choose an adult career. She said it in a joking way, and all her friends laughed except for me. That haterism is showing out, man, because I can tell you what that's like, right? So me and the homie Shy, like, you see it. If not, put your mother, the goggles on, I don't want to get flagged. He and I would sit, not even just him and Shy Light, myself and Shy Light. It'd be myself and my brothers. It'd be myself and my old group Lost Dialect. We would sit and just dream out loud. What if this gets picked up and we go on tour, we go overseas, we get to open up and we get to headline, and when you're with your creative friends, this is a space for complete delusion to live. I guarantee she knows what reality is. I guarantee she knows she needs to make a real living, but why not dream for the moment? And then to see and look over and your partner, your person, your guy, your girl has the meanest mug on their face while you're in that dream state, kills the mood. Let's keep going. She looked at me weirdly and asked why I was looking like that. I told her I just don't think she should get her hopes up like that because her music was good, but not special enough for her to turn it into a career. God damn. You said this at the dinner table? Music dreams aside, passions aside, if you with your lady, fellas, listen up real quick. If you with your lady and you all are out with friends, and they say something that you don't necessarily agree with in the moment, and this goes for girls too on the other side. Don't think this is one-sided, but I'm speaking to the guys right now. Don't disagree with her that loudly in public. Pull her to the side, say, hey, or make it a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, pull her to the side. Hey, let's talk about this. Or wait till you get in the car to go home, because then you can have a real conversation. Because in that moment, we're not being rational and logical. Let the thing flow, man. You're doing too much. Or make it a joke, but you having a weird face while anyway, here it is. That kind of killed the mood. And even though someone changed the topic quickly, my girlfriend stayed cold towards me. You ain't getting no ass tonight. I decided to leave about 30 minutes later because it was getting late and I have uni tomorrow morning. And you still in school? Why ain't you delusional along with it? Why are you being an adult right now? You at a pub, drinking, having a good time. And you want to be rational. See, you couldn't even hang out with me, bro. Like, cause you being rational at it. Cause I clown you right there. You being rational at a time when ration is not a part of the equation. You a buzzkill for real. When I told my girlfriend that we had to go, she said that I should go without her and that she'll be staying with a friend tonight. Not only did your relationship end in that moment, but she straight up told you, I'm gonna get some pipes someplace else. You're not delivering tonight. You will not be the plumber on call for the evening. Damn. I bet you he didn't see it that way. Let's keep reading. When I got home, I texted her asking her to please let me know when they left and when they get to her friend's place because I wanted to know that she made it there safely. All right, well, you care. That's sweet. Amongst all the, again, the reminder of, remember, I love my girlfriend. So at least you have that. She left me on red. And even though it's past the time she usually stays out, she still hasn't texted me. Again, bro, she called another plumber. She getting cleaned out right now. I'm actually a little pissed off right now because why is she being childish right now? Ooh, bruh. What I said was objectively true, and she'll have to realize that at some point. Am I the asshole for not support? Am I the asshole in this situation? Brother, it's apparent that you're still in college. You haven't had too many roundabouts with the lady folk because everything you just said was a failure. Like, bruh, come on, man. You got to be, first off, let's address the elephant in the room. When someone decides they want to make a career out of music, they already know this is a large jump. They already know that this is a highly opinionated industry to be in. You have to appeal to so many people, yet stay true to who you are. And that's a difficult thing to do as far as money is concerned and being able to make that. For anybody, any artist that doesn't know that yet, let me tell you, it is a difficult place to be in because you have to appease a certain amount of people in a professional setting. You have to appease a certain amount of people, yet stay true to who you are. And even then, you're not going to get it right all the time. You're going to go up, you're going to go down. And until you get into a real good streamline of music, of making music consistently, you're going to have a hard time going at it. That being said, that is a reality that most artists don't want to live in when they're amongst friends. I guarantee you every artist knows this is a hard road. We watch the same internet you do. We live in the same planet you do most of the time because we crazy. But amongst other creatives, we want to be able to let our hair down. We want to be able to think freely and just dream out loud. That is a very freeing time to do it. Now, as far as you jumping in with reality and saying, I don't think that's you fucking up the night, the vibe, everything about what's going on tonight. And your big brother, your dad, your uncles, your older male friends failed you by not having a softer touch when it comes to dropping off hard information to the ladies. And I don't mean that in a pun. You know what I mean? I guarantee this dude didn't get no ass tonight. I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, he is the asshole. And I would encourage that person, anybody else listening that feels the same way old boy did, learn decorum. Learn when it's time to drop reality and learn when it's not. I guarantee she knows she got to get a real job. Oh yeah. Another thing, find your passion. And don't shit on people who found theirs. All right? Yeah. So I'm going to call this person an asshole. Tell me what you think in the comments. Tap in with me. You know, tap back. Peace.